Hello everyone, welcome back to your own channel Technical Sahil. In today's video, we will learn how to build an iRedMail server. iRedMail is an open source mail server solution. If I have to explain open source in simple terms, it's a type of software, or you can say a script, that is available free of cost along with its source code. We can download and clone its free repository from GitHub and host it on our server at absolutely no cost. I have previously spoken about Postal, but compared to Postal, iRedMail is slightly heavier script software, you can say. By heavier, I mean you will need more server resources to host iRedMail because it comes up with some bundled third-party scripts like Roundcube and Sogo, etc. So it requires a minimum 2 GB of RAM. But as you may know, to use any software effectively, you should always provide it more resources than its minimum requirement. While Postal you can run on lighter configuration, but on the contrary, compared to Postal, iRedMail is much easier to install and configure. Actually, it's considerably easier. So if your technical knowledge is not very strong, you may face some issues while configuring Postal. On the other hand, chances of encountering problems with iRedMail are far lesser. So if you did not come from much strong technical background, I would recommend you to try iRedMail before Postal. Uh, you can read about these benefits here if you wish, but if you have been watching this video until now, you would be already quite familiar with its benefits. So I don't want to waste your time and my time repeating things which you already know. As for the requirements, I have already mentioned it has minimum requirement of up to 2 GB of RAM in your server, and of course you will need a domain name. Don't worry about the server requirements, as I have included some server provider suggestions for you in this article. At the top of my list is Contabo because it offers, let me open it, because it offers 8 GB of RAM for under $10 per month. So if you are building an SMTP server to send unlimited emails, why would you opt for a server that costs less than $10 a month? I have also mentioned few other providers based on some important factors that should be considered for email marketing, which is must needed, like a good IP and many other things. For instance, many of you often ask me about inbox delivery. If your content is appropriate and you're not spamming or sending any phishing emails or harmful emails such as fake invoices, etc., then in my opinion, these four companies, especially Contabo and OVH, are the best. If you get a server from them and follow me step by steps, there is nothing that can prevent your emails from reaching the recipient inboxes. So let's start the installation and configuration process without any further delay. In this article and in this video, I have used a combination of Namecheap, Namecheap and Contabo. The steps are the same everywhere, only a few things differ here and there. If you are using a different platform, you will be obviously familiar with it and you will know where to find the option that which I have shown in my videos on my panel. So I have already a domain and server ready for this demonstration. Let me log in it into my Contabo account. This is the server we are going to use in this video, and this is the domain we will use to build iRedMail server. So the first step is to update reverse DNS, and to do that we simply need to visit this section, reverse DNS management, and from here we need to click this edit, or you can say pencil icon. Guys, here I want your attention for a minute. Like, if you saw in my image, I have given a host name iRedMail. If you are planning to host only iRedMail on your server, not any other application besides iRedMail on the same server, then you can name it on mail.yourdomain.com. And please don't choose any other mail server, because you have to add a separate record for mail as well. So if you choose this type of host name like a random name, I have chosen iRedMail or anything, you can put it your own name. But you additionally you have to add a mail record for that as well. But if you directly choose mail.yourdomain.com, then you does not have to do this additional configuration. And I have said that only do this if you are planning to host a standalone iRedMail or Postal or any other email marketing application only. Because if you're planning to host another things like control panel, Vista CP or HDRC panel, then it also comes from that mail subdomain. Like it also supports mail subdomains. So there may be a clash between your SMTP and your control panel, because both use the same function mail, and it will create a chaos between which mail hostname you are sending the email and from which mail hostname you are managing the receiving. So that's why it's important to think. I have shown in this article a different uh, host name. Now in this video I'll show you a host name with mail, because I am only planning to install this iRedMail for now. After that, I will completely format this disk. So that's why I am entering my hostname mail dot domain. Let me copy from here and paste it here and click save. Although it doesn't need it for the IPv6, but it's good if we do. We have done this thing. Now the next step is to add a record. To add a record, we need to click this advanced DNS. From here, we need to click add new record, which is a host name would be the same as I have given here, which is mail. And the IP I will copy from here and click save all changes. Now we need to update the MX record. And for this, we need to scroll down a bit and click on this mail settings and choose custom MX. In hostname, give it @ and in mail server, give it the same copy from here, mail.cryptoindia, whatever your domain is, with priority 10 and save all changes. Now guys, we need to generate and update SPF record. You can either use any other tool, and I have developed this custom tool to generate both SPF and DMARC. What we need to do is simply we need to give it our IPv4 here and our IPv6 and our domain name. After that, click this generate SPF record, and here we need to copy this code from here, from V to all, and we need to add a new record. Choose the type txt, and in host type @ and in value paste the same value we have copied from there. and click Save Changes. After that, we need to generate and update DMARC. And for this, we first need to copy our domain and click Generate DMARC record. Now copy this line, this portion, click Add New Record, same type txt. In host, this time type underscore DMARC, and in value paste the same value which we have copied from that generator, and save all changes. Now we need to change the host name, and for this we need to connect it to our server, and I will use putty, which is an SSH client. The server details I already have, which I got it from Contavo when I purchased the server. So let me log in it to my server. Username root, password. Yeah, I am logged in. Now first I need to check my host name. What is it? So to check it, we simply need to run this command hostname -f. Right now you can see the host name is this. This domain is controllable by Contavo, not by us. So we need to set a host name which is matches to our domain and through which we can update our DNS, which matches with our DNS basically. And to do this, we simply need to copy this command. Let me paste it into a notepad file first, and let me copy this from here. Set host name. Now I will copy and paste as it is and press enter. Now if I run that command again, you can see my host name is mail.cryptoindia.com, which is my fully qualified domain name for now. So we have done the host name as well. Now we need to modify the host file, and for this we first need to run this command. Now you can see the IP is fine, the IP is already here, but we need to replace this fully qualified domain name and the host name here, not there, not in this localhost IP. We need only to replace here, and first we need to remove. Let me again copy it from here and right click to paste, and now here I need to remove and type mail here. Now to save this file, to save any file on Nano, we need to press Ctrl X, then Y, then enter. The same I have mentioned here, Ctrl X, Y and enter. And please check the IP. My IP was already there. If your IP was not there, then you need to replace that IP with your actual server IP as well. And now we need to update system packages. For this, we need to run this command. The system packages are updated. Now we need to install gzip, and for this we will run this command. Gzip is already there. Now we need to download iRedMail. Guys, please visit this link, because although I have given this command as well, but if you are watching this video after an year or after some time, maybe the iRedMail comes with an update, because it is regularly updated year by year. So the last update was 30th September 2022. So that's why I have given this link. When you reach this link, then you will get a page like this: stable and deploy from web. Right click on stable and copy the link, copy link address. Then you will get the link, download link of an stable version, updated stable version. Right now it's 1.6.2, which is there in my command as well, but maybe after some time this command will get old and they release a new update. So it's better to download a stable version and of course a latest version directly from their official website. So let me copy this command, because right now it's the same version at which is in this command. So copy and run and press enter. And now we need to run this command. Guys, don't copy this thing as it is if your version has been changed. For this you first need to run the ls command, and you can see your folder name, whatever it is downloaded from GitHub. You need to replace this thing exactly with whatever you got here. Otherwise this command as it is will not work if you have downloaded the updated version but running this command as it is. But for now it's okay, the folder name is same as the command suggests. So press enter. Now again we need to visit this directory and make sure to have a look on the folder name. Like if we run ls command, so you can see the folder name is iRedMail 1.6.2, which is the same as written in command. But as I have explained earlier, if the version has been changed, so maybe the folder name has been also changed. If the update comes from iRedMail is 1.6.3, then maybe this command and the above command will not work. Then you have to see this carefully and apply the changes accordingly. But right now let me copy and paste and press enter. Now we have to run this command, bash iRedMail.sh file, and press enter. Now we have to answer few prompts, I guess 8 to 9 prompts. So I have already given with the snapshots in this article what you need to do. Let me answer these prompts. First of all, we need to proceed with yes, and we need to proceed with next. Now guys, if you want to install any other application as well, then you need to select this by spacebar. Otherwise you can, if you are planning to host iRedMail only on the same server, then you can go with nginx and press enter. Again, if you are planning to host only iRedMail, you can choose OpenLDAP, otherwise choose MariaDB. If you are planning to host another application like MailWiz or XLMail with it, then you must choose MariaDB, otherwise OpenLDAP is fine. And click next, means enter for next. Now here we need to type our domain in this format, like remove this example and crypto India and .com is fine. Like I've already mentioned here, don't type dot anywhere either after your domain name or before your domain extension. As you can clearly see, I did not type anywhere dot because the format as it is given here. We need to apply this. After that, press enter to next. Now here we need to define our MySQL password. The password we need to remember as well. Proceed with next. Now here we need to type our mail domain like example.com, means this is our fully qualified domain name. We need to type our domain name only, cryptoindia.com, not with host name. And proceed with next. Now we need to define our iRedMail admin and mail password. This password, whatever we set here, we need this password and this email as a username to log in both into our iRedMail admin and Roundcube as well. So let me define a password here and proceed with next. Now guys, here I want your attention for a minute. Like these 4 out of 5 applications, or you can say a third party scripts, are already selected, and the Sogo it has not selected. And if your server does not have the good configuration, like your server has only meeting up with the configuration which is needed with the iRedMail, then you can skip this Sogo part because it is not, it is optional. It is important but it is optional. But otherwise you can go with these 4 applications because it is important. Like Roundcube mail is needed for sending the email, and iRedAdmin is the admin panel of iRedMail, and this also very important, fail to ban. So you can go with these 4, but if your server has a good RAM and processor, means good configuration, then you can also select this Sogo. But right now I am leaving it because I have the good configuration, but maybe the viewer watching this video has not the maybe the good configuration of their servers. So if I select anything here and if they did not select and the problem comes, then so maybe they thought that that was needed to install. That's why I'm leaving this, so that you can only see and follow me step by step. And if the problem occurred while installing, then you may be sure that this problem has not related with the Sogo. Now press enter for next. Type Y and press enter. Now it will take some time. Till then we have to wait. Now guys, we need to type Y and press enter, and again we need to type Y and press enter. And you can see the iRedMail has been installed. This is our Roundcube, and this is our monitoring console, and this is our admin panel. So let me copy these, and this is our credential. I have given this password, and this was, I told you that this was our username. So let me copy these credentials in a notepad, because right now it won't work. We need to install SSL here, but When we install SSL, we need to run few commands, and after running few commands it may be disappear, and we need to scroll down, sorry, we need to scroll up multiple times to see the credentials. So I have copied. Now we need to update DKIM record, and for this we first need to display the DKIM record, and for this we will run this command. Press enter. Guys, this is our DKIM record. We first need to copy this portion. The dot is selected, but we need to remove this dot after domain key, and we need to click here, add new record, which is txt. At hostname we need to At host we need to copy this value and paste. Now at value we first need to copy this thing and paste it in a notepad file, and we need to remove all these double quotes as well from both the sides. From left and right. And we need to copy this value and paste it here and click save changes. Wait a minute. We also need to remove this space after equal to and click save changes. Now we have updated the DKIM. All these records will take some time to propagate. Till then, it's time to install the SSS. But before this, we first need to come back from the iRedMail directory. And here we need to run this command. Press enter. And now we need to run this command. But before this, we need to make some changes in this command. Let me copy it into a notepad, and this is the host name. This is the fully qualified domain name. And now we need to copy this command as it is and run inside our terminal. Here we need to provide our email address. The email address I should give and we need to type A for agree and Y for yes and press enter. Now our certificate has been installed. If we want to see the cert files like private key and CRT files, then we can see by running this command. But again, we need to replace this thing with our actual FQDN. You can see these are our cert files which we need to apply in our RedMail, and to do that we simply need to run this command first. And now we need to find these two lines, Either we can do Control W or we can scroll down a bit because it is not too far. Yeah, this is, yeah. And we need to comment down these lines. Either we can edit, but to avoid any typo mistake, I am commenting this line as it is and copy it from here and changing my host name. And now copying both these lines and paste it here. And to save changes, we need to press Ctrl X, Y, then enter. And now we need to open this Postfix configuration file in a nano editor. And we need to find these lines, these three lines. Here are the lines we need to comment down. This is, and here we will copy these three lines instead of that. And replace it with our hostname dot domain.com. And right click to paste and Control X, Y and enter. Now we need to open our Dovecot configuration file and we need to find these lines, these two lines. These are the lines we need to comment. And here also we need to change, replace basically hostname domain.com with our actual hostname. And paste it here. Control X, Y and enter. Now we need to run these commands to restart all these services which we have made changes one by one. First we need to restart Nginx, then Postfix, after that this Dovecot. And now we need to reboot the system. Remote side unexpectedly closed network connection. Okay. Now we can close this. We are all done with the commands. And now we need to visit our iRedMail admin first. Let me open a new tab. and press enter. Yes, the SSL has been applied and all the DNS records has been propagated. Now we need to provide a username and password. After that, we need to click login. And guys, we have logged in into our admin panel, and you can see inside the domain and accounts, this is the domain we have added. And to add more domains, we can add domains from here, users from here, and admin from here. Now we have only one domain right now and one email, which is by default. So now let's try the iRedMail mail interface, which is round cube. The username is postmaster@cryptoindia.com and the password sahil@123. And now we have logged in into our round cube as well. Now guys, let's try the testing this mail server. It's working or not. Let me copy my email from here. Subject test and email hello. And let's try sending this email. The mail has been sent successfully. And if I refresh, as you can see, the message was not that good. The subject was test and the message was just hello without any unsubscriber link or anything. But still I got an email straight to my inbox in the Gmail. So as I told you in the start, that if you are following me step by step and if you are following my guidance, my suggestion, no one can stop you from sending emails directly to the soft recipients. I'm not doing any magic here. I am setting up and configuring up the things one by one in front of you in this video. I am running the same commands that I am providing you. If you're unable to do it anything like it's happening in my screen, then maybe you have to check twice or thrice, because I noticed some things that some users might complain about this thing is not working, this thing creating an error for them. But on the other hand, I have noticed the same thing, that the average duration of my video is my 40 minutes video is 4 to 5 minutes. Maybe 10% of the time I have created the video. That means there are very less chances the users are watching my complete video. If guys, if you did not watch the complete video, even if you're learning something, you have to watch either twice or thrice to figure out what's happening with your server, with your commands. Then how can you understand this thing? Probably your email won't gonna deliver or gonna deliver into spam, because you have not check it out all the things I have mentioned in my video. So it's my request, before getting upset of anything which is not working for you, I may request you to check twice or thrice, because the problem is in your commands. Means I am running the same commands which I have showed you and which is updated in the website. If it doesn't appear anything on my screen but it is appearing on your screen, maybe there is something, like there may be a chances of something, because I have carefully uh, replaced all my host name with this domain and I have copy pasting the thing. Even this is my domain and my server, but still I did not type anything. I copy and paste the simple things, even this password from here for the admin panel, because I know typo mistakes create some problems, and these are the problems which even we can't consider as a problem, because we think, yeah, we run the command very well, we have typed it, but there is some typing mistakes which causes a big problem. So it's my request to copy and paste the things and If it is not working, I may request you to watch this video again and again, follow the steps. You will be succeed at the end. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching.